Every person on this planet carries invisible scripts in their mind. Scripts that whisper what's possible and what's not. Scripts that tell you who you are, what you deserve, and how far you can go. Some of these scripts empower you. They push you forward, fuel your confidence, and shape your identity in beautiful ways. But others act like hidden chains. They hold you back, keep you small, and convince you that the life you dream of is meant for someone else. These are called limiting beliefs, the quiet, unchallenged assumptions that run your life beneath awareness. The good news? They can be rewritten. You can reprogram your mind the same way you would update an outdated operating system. And once you learn the formula, you can transform fear into power, doubt into confidence, and hesitation into action. Let's start with a simple truth. You weren't born with limiting beliefs. No one comes into this world thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "success isn't for me." Those ideas were installed by experience, by repetition, by the environment you grew up in. Maybe you tried something as a child, failed, and were told not to try again. Maybe someone you trusted laughed at your dreams. Or maybe you saw people around you struggle and learned that struggle was normal. Each of those moments planted seeds in your subconscious. And because the subconscious mind learns primarily through emotional intensity and repetition, those seeds grew into stories that now shape your identity. If you don't consciously question them, they run your life on autopilot. The subconscious doesn't care if a belief is true or false. It only cares if it's familiar. If you've told yourself, "I'm bad with money" for years, your subconscious accepts it as reality and filters your behavior to match. It will subtly sabotage you, forgetting bills, avoiding opportunities, overspending, all to maintain consistency with its inner script. That's how powerful beliefs are. They don't just influence your thoughts, they control your actions, emotions, and even your perception of what's possible. So if you want to change your life, you must start by changing your internal programming. The mental reprogramming formula is simple but profound. Step 1. Identify the belief. You can't replace what you can't see. Start by observing your recurring struggles. What area of life feels like a constant uphill battle? Money, relationships, confidence? Every pattern of self-sabotage has a belief underneath it. If you keep attracting emotionally unavailable people, maybe the hidden belief is, "I'm not worthy of real love." If you hesitate to take risks, maybe it's, "I'm not capable." When you trace the emotion back, frustration, fear, shame, and ask yourself, "What would I have to believe for this to keep happening?" You start to uncover the root program running in the background. Most people never do this. They fight symptoms instead of fixing the source. But awareness is the first step to freedom. Step 2. Disprove the belief. Your subconscious accepts what you emotionally validate, so you must show it evidence that the belief is false. If your inner voice says, "I always fail," bring up memories of times you succeeded no matter how small. If it says, "People always leave me," recall every person who stayed. The brain loves evidence. Every time you find even one counterexample, you weaken the neural pathway that holds the old belief together. Think of it like loosening the bricks of a wall, one truth at a time, until it finally crumbles. Step 3. Install a new belief. You can't just remove an old program and leave the space empty. You must replace it with something stronger. And this is where most people get it wrong. They try to lie to themselves. If you go from "I'm worthless" to "I'm a millionaire superhero," your subconscious rejects it. The jump is too big. You have to build a bridge. Replace the old belief with something believable yet empowering, like, "I'm learning to create value," or "I'm becoming more confident every day." Small, consistent affirmations are the building blocks of new identity. The key is emotional repetition, saying it, feeling it, and acting in alignment with it. Over time, the brain rewires itself. Old circuits fade, new ones strengthen. What once felt impossible becomes natural. But here's the secret ingredient that makes this formula work: emotion. The subconscious doesn't respond to logic. It responds to feeling. That's why traumatic events leave such deep imprints. They're emotionally charged. To reprogram your mind, you have to use emotion on purpose. Don't just recite new beliefs. Feel them. Visualize them as already real. Imagine the pride, the freedom, the joy of living with that belief fully embodied. When you attach strong emotion to a new idea, the subconscious treats it as truth and begins to reorganize around it. Neuroscientists call this process neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections based on experience. You're literally sculpting your mind with every thought you choose to feel deeply. Now comes step 4. Align behavior with belief. Every time you act differently, you reinforce new wiring. If your new belief is "I am confident," you don't wait to feel confident. You act like someone who is. You speak up, take chances, hold eye contact. Your brain learns through experience, so each action becomes proof that the new belief is real. Over time, action and belief create a feedback loop. The more you act confident, the more you believe you are confident. The more you believe, the easier it is to act. This is how identity is built, not by repeating mantras, but by embodying them. One of the biggest breakthroughs comes when you realize that beliefs aren't moral or permanent, they're just mental habits. You can outgrow them the same way you outgrow old clothes. But here's where it gets tricky. Your old beliefs will fight to survive. They'll whisper, "This won't work. You've tried before," or "You're not ready." Don't argue with them. Just observe them. Remember, beliefs lose power when you stop feeding them attention. Every time you choose the new narrative instead, the old one weakens. It's like tuning a radio. Whichever station you focus on becomes louder. Tune in to the thoughts that serve you, and the noise of doubt begins to fade. Step 5. Reinforce through repetition and environment. Your brain rewires through consistency. Reading one motivational quote won't undo years of programming. You have to live the new story every day. Speak it, write it, visualize it, act it. Surround yourself with people, content, and experiences that reflect your new reality. The subconscious is impressionable. It absorbs whatever it's most exposed to. So curate your inputs. Choose conversations that uplift you. Watch things that inspire you. Speak words that align with who you're becoming. Over time, your environment becomes a mirror that reflects and strengthens your inner transformation. What's fascinating is that once this process begins, life starts reorganizing around your new identity. You attract opportunities that match your upgraded belief system. You meet people who operate at the same energetic frequency. You notice chances you would have ignored before because your brain now filters reality differently. That's not coincidence. It's your subconscious working as your silent partner, guiding you toward alignment. You stop forcing change and start flowing with it. But perhaps the most profound part of mental reprogramming is what happens internally. As you replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, you begin to trust yourself again. You stop second-guessing every decision. You stop carrying the weight of old fears. You move with a quiet confidence that others can feel. It's not arrogance, it's self-certainty, the kind that comes from knowing you're no longer living as a reaction to your past, but as a conscious creator of your future. Think about this. Every successful person you admire, athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, has done this work in some form. They rewrote their beliefs before reality changed. They didn't wait for evidence to believe. They believed first and created evidence afterward. That's how every transformation begins, from the inside out. Belief leads behavior. Behavior shapes identity. Identity creates destiny. Once you grasp that chain, you hold the blueprint for any change you desire. So here's your challenge. Identify one limiting belief that's been holding you back. Write it down. Then trace it to its origin. When did you first decide it was true? Next, disprove it with evidence from your own life. Find moments, even small ones, that contradict it. Then choose a new, empowering belief to replace it. Feel it, speak it daily, act in alignment with it. Repeat until it feels natural. That's the formula. It's simple, but it's life-changing if you do it with emotion, repetition, and intention. In the end, your mind is like a garden. Your beliefs are the seeds. You can't control every storm that passes through, but you can choose what grows. Pull out the weeds of limitation. Plant thoughts of strength, abundance, and worthiness. Water them with action and persistence. And one day, you'll look around and realize that everything in your life, your confidence, your relationships, your success, is simply the outer reflection of the beliefs you chose to nurture within. That's not magic. That's mental reprogramming, the art of becoming your own architect.